right now. He moved us with his music like that, and even after his death, Michael Jackson's legacy continues to live on. But this time, it is not through song. It's in his conversations with best-selling author Rabbi Shmuley. Take a listen to this.
I never wanted to grow up. I always wanted to sound like a kid. And I remember on the Grammy Awards, I said, I want to sound like I'm a kid. When I won my Grammy for Thriller, if you listen to me speak, I sound like this little kid when I talk. And that's when everybody started the jokes and the teasing, and when they imitate Michael Jackson, they go, hi, like that.
Wow. Rabbi, thank you for being here this morning. You make us feel like a fly on the wall getting to hear this very intimate, obviously not professional recording. When was that made?
1999 and 2001, and Michael and I recorded 30 hours of conversation for the express purpose of writing a book that would explain what he saw in children. Michael knew that the world was very suspicious of his interest in kids, but really he believed that we adults calcify, we ossify as we get older. And if we are around our kids, if we parents actually spend time with our children, we learn creativity, we learn imagination, we learn openness. Michael used to always point out that black kids, white kids play together in a sandbox, and they really learn prejudice from older generations. So he believed that the source of his creativity came from retaining childlike qualities like wonder and awe.
It sounds like you saw a lot of beauty and agreed in a lot of his feelings and visions on that, but at some point you stopped your relationship with him.
Well, if you don't mind, just to indulge that point, of course I agreed with him. I mean, Jared Lee Loughner and all these crazy, deranged nutcases that are so rage-filled and angry and killing people. I mean, where is our childlike innocence in America? We are losing it to some extent. We're indulging in materialism. We can't sustain relationships. Michael was not a case of arrested development. We keep on hearing that term. He chose to reject the adult world, and maybe he took it to an extreme, but for him the adult world was corrupt. The adult world was about money, it was about fame, everybody wanted something from him. Kids were the only ones whom he felt treated him like he was a human being.
So how did you go from obviously agreeing with a lot of that, appreciating a lot of that, to then stopping your relationship with him? Can you explain that?
Sure. There were always two Michael Jacksons. I mean, there was Michael Jackson that I knew, the human Michael Jackson, then there was the king of pop. And I think that there was a conflict, an internal conflict. I addressed the human side. I wanted to help him rehabilitate his life. I wanted him to become more focused on his wider goals, to consecrate his fame to a larger message. We lectured at Oxford University together. We lectured here at Carnegie Hall. The idea was for him to become more serious. But the King of Pop side, which was managed by his professionals, they were interested in Michael doing concerts and more albums. But his life really needed some renewal. So when I felt that my influence had been completely neutralized and Michael was really not able to listen to anything I was saying in terms of redeveloping that side of conviction, I couldn't stick around. I mean, I think when someone's life is on the decline, you have to do everything as a friend to try to rehabilitate it. But once you can't sit around and watch it. You need to object in some way.
As a friend, you have an interesting take on what killed Michael Jackson.
Well, Michael did not address the root cause of his pain. He was in phenomenal pain that the world was suspicious of him. He felt rejected. The fan base, etc. These things were very important to him because it was his community, and he was just being attacked constantly. So I said to him, I understand that. Let's change the image, and that's what this book is about. I think people will be blown away by Michael's very deep insights into childlike qualities. But when you don't address it, you begin to medicate it. And when you medicate it, I think you become more dependent on it. I mean, I look at someone like Conrad Murray, and I say to myself, a doctor's not a pusher. It's 18 months after Michael's death. Not one person has yet been punished, and yet there are professionals who facilitated his self-destruction for years. Where are those people? And why has no one been held accountable? Because if we don't hold someone accountable in the death of Michael Jackson, and ultimately he's the most accountable because these were his decisions, but there was a retinue that surrounded him. If we don't hold someone accountable, there's going to be so many more celebrities who are going to die. And we see so many lives that are on the decline.
Rabbi, thank you so much for coming in this morning. The book's available now. It's Honoring the Child Spirit. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. 8:26 right now. Suki.
All right.